Hello, and thank you for tuning in. I am MF Kraven, and usually I review cool little indie games like this, but today it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be more of a first impressions type of video, only because this game is in early access. That game is Showrunner. In Showrunner, you create your own show, pick from a myriad of themes, and then give it a defining genre. For example, you can make a historical action show, Teddy Long swinging that long stick, a sports horror show, The Day in the Life of a Tottenham Supporter, or let your imagination run wild. And that, my friends, is where I see the potential. So you get a very bare bones experience, but in the short span that I've been playing it, the dev has been excellent in creating quality of life improvements. Just yesterday, you couldn't even fire your staff. Now you can for a fee. For that reason, I don't believe a proper review should be done until it can be released in 1.0. But before I round on, let me give you the rundown, okay? You start a studio, naming it whatever you want, and starting a show. Upon naming your show, picking your theme and genre, you get a few choices on what network you want to run. Each network has a different way of paying. Like, some will give you bonuses based on how many viewers, reviews of your show, and another factors such as reviews being above 2 stars, or how much interest your show has garnered. Upon picking your contract, you go straight to the hiring process. Based on what your show has a stat importance to, for example, this office horror show that I'm showcasing needs visuals and actions the most, with a good mix of drama, little to no comedy, some plot, and some character development. It's highly recommended that you hire people who are at least competent in your preferred areas. At first, you'll only be able to scout lower tiers, so E and D gradings will be the pool of staff you will be able to choose from. Each staff member also comes equipped with traits and a personality. From what I gather, if, for example, a writer is a raccoon tool, their work rate and imagination may not grow as fast or strong when they level up, but their dialogue and dynamic skills will. Then their personality can vary. Some staff with fiery personalities don't get along with certain other personalities, while they do with others. When working alongside someone they like or don't like, it will determine their morale on said project. After hiring your crew, it is then up to you and your writers to create and cast your characters for your show. Some character archetypes will be more logical than emotional. Some will be more chaotic over lawful, etc., etc. It's up to you, after your character is named and their role is picked, main or support, to cast the type that fits the best. If you don't get an actor that fills the role exactly how you would like, they can level up and the bar of attributes could slide to either side. Now, this is where my first gripe comes from. Okay, so I'd like gender not to be a social construct in this. Because if they're acting, and I need to cast a role to a man or woman, I'd like to have that option. But as of January 18th, 2023, it's not an option. And I'm sure the dev will put that in, much like they put the ability to fire staff, but I digress. After choosing your actor, you'll give them a look. Not a lot of options yet, but it's good enough for now. And you're finally ready to write an episode. You use your writers to write scripts of your latest tale. It will then give you the option to use a script and persona points to pick your theme of your season. It gives you bonuses such as more XP for your actors, more script points per episode, added action to drama, etc., etc. You then get taken to the script create screen where you can name your episode and do the outline of it. Each card comes with points that will reflect on the script score upon writing, filming, and editing. Keep in mind that fulfilling the themes of the show will get more people to watch and better review your show. No one goes into Grey's Anatomy and expects to laugh their asses off to an episode of a kid with cancer, right? Well, I mean, some of you sick people may, but I don't even watch this show. It's the first thing that came to my mind. After you can pick the cast of your show and hope for the best. So early on, you only get 4 slots to put characters in a certain episode. But that comes with your studio being leveled up. See, first you'll see your writer or writers doing the script. You'll then film with your director and crew, and after your editor, they'll edit the episode. After all that, you'll see the reception that shows the average review, the score, your lead writer and director, how much you were paid, and the amount of people that watched it. Any rewards and combos, like when a hero and villain come together on screen, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, you can level up your studio to have better editing rooms and the sort, more space to hire more staff, a better pool of candidates. You can also buy improvements in each room. Some items can better persona points or give a morale boost. Some can give more energy, so your staff doesn't get burned out. Adding the best equipment will eventually show on your scores. Playing showrunners, in my opinion, will fulfill the players that will make their own stories in their head. Getting the right combination of scene cards to make people watch your show is satisfying, but making the plot up in your head, ooh, that's a special kind of awesome. And it's just by naming your episodes. That's how it's been thus far. And I'm like 5-6 hours in, and I'm like, hell yeah. As of now, there hasn't been a roadmap that I know of, but upon learning of one, I will update my pinned comment with a link to it. There are so many things that I want in this game, and while it may be way too early in development, I still love Showrunner. I never got to play the movies. I was broke as hell in my childhood, and now that I do have money, I don't have any interest in playing the movies, but that same feeling that I got when I looked at the movies for the first time is something that I saw in Showrunner. That's why immediately I tried contacting Inexplicable Games, and I was like, can I please play this, please? And I want this to flourish, not just because I'm reviewing this game and I got a review key from it, but because I believe in this project. It might sound unethical to support Showrunner the way that I have been as a reviewer, but I've been so burned out by most modern gaming lately. I even took a year off making videos on YouTube. And I want to believe that devs like Inexplicable Games still want to make games we'd all love. So I end this video with a note of positivity, a note of hope. May Showrunner be successful, and even if it takes 2 years like this Merchant Life did, I'm here for the long haul.